together with Jili, kami bersedia untuk menawan dunia.
Tidak kenal, biar apa jua dapat mencapai.
Dalam jaringan
mengibarkan sayap yang bergemerlapan menuju berdiri hala persada nanti. Kita akan menawan dunia, berikan segala-galanya, menjadi yang terbaik tanpa seri.
Terima kasih kepada hadirin sekalian. Dalam kita memberikan segalanya untuk menawan dunia, janganlah kita lupa akan Yang Maha Esa. Let us take a moment to seek the blessings of the Almighty. Persilakan Tuan Zulkifli Patung dari Proton untuk ucapan doa memberkati usaha. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. Let's begin with Kitab Rasulullah sallallahu his companions and those who following them. Al-Fatiha. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. All praises to Allah who has assembled us on this auspicious occasion. And we seek, O Allah, your everlasting blessings for positive outcomes on the grand launch of EMas-7 today. O Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we seek forgiveness of all our sins. We seek guidance from you in all our endeavors. And let not our hearts deviate after you have guided us. O Allah, provide the strength and courage to continue serving our beloved company wholeheartedly. Unite all of us and do not divide us so that we can lead Proton in the harmless spirit of the path of sustainable success. O Allah, in you we have placed our trust. Unto you is the end of all journeys. Enshroud us with your perfect light and bestow upon us with the blessings and favors, everlasting peace, prosperity and success of all times. Verily you are mighty above all things. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا ستر يا رب العالمين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, amin, ya Rab, amin. Setinggi-tinggi terima kasih kita ucapkan kepada Tuan Zulkifli Patun. As we hold steadfast to duty, all we do is for His grace and His glory. Dengan kalimah Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dengan kecerdasan yang memacu kuasa, mencapai bintang mencecah angkasa, to achieve zero emissions by 2050, demi masa depan yang cerah dan lestari. Assalamualaikum, selamat tengah hari dan salam Malaysia Madani para hadirin sekalian. Selamat datang ke MITEC di mana kita bakal menyaksikan upacara pelancaran, suatu simbol yang pasti menjadi pembakar semangat aspirasi kami. Welcome to the official launch of Proton's first ever electric vehicle, the new Proton EMas-7 Intelligence that electrifies. Dengan segala hormatnya, kami pengacara anda, saya Naz Rahman.
And my name is Julie Woon. Together, we are absolutely honored to be a host on this momentous occasion. And today we gather here to celebrate an incredible milestone in Malaysia's automotive industry. More than just a new car launch, this marks the start of a new transformative era as Proton takes a bold step into an electrified future, placing Malaysia on the global EV market and paving the way for a greener future. In fact, this is reflected in the name chosen by Proton, EMas, which means electrifying Malaysia, and the number 7 that denotes the size of the vehicle in Proton's future EV lineup. Now, Nas, before we continue with the formalities of today's event, Proton would like to begin with a special performance, an icon that beautifully encapsulates Malaysians' aspirations towards a greener and cleaner future.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to the stage and sing along if you know this one. Dipersilakan.
That it's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
Bumi yang tiada rimba, seumpama hamba, dia dicemar manusia yang jahil ketawa. Yalah, bumi yang tiada udara, bagai tiada nyawa, pasti hilang suatu hari tanpa disadari. Ulalala, bumi tanpa lautan akan kehausan. Lambat laun hilang duniaku yang malang. Yalah, dewasa ini kita saling merayakan kejayaan yang akhirnya membinasakan. Apalah gunanya kematangan pikiran bila di jiwa kita masih lagi muda dan mentah kulihat hijau. La 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 la, tak boleh mengasah mandilau, bersaing bermain damai-damai. Aleloni dua unoda berjuta, kita usaha jauh ke dari para petaka. Ozonomi kohong dibikenana, awi kena make asa, hok bisa we memaksa manusia. Semua benda-benda di dunia tak meleleh sebab bila-bila bumiku yang kian muda, siapa yang melihat dikala kita tersadar mungkin takkan terlewat. Ialah dewasa ini kita saling merayakan kejayaan yang akhirnya membinasakan. Apa gunanya kematangan pikiran bila di jiwa kita masih lagi muda dan mentah kulihat hijau. Korupsi, opresi, obsesi diri ialah polusi, depresi di bumi kini. Korupsi, opresi, obsesi diri di bumiku kini, di bumiku kini, di bumiku kini. Ano-ano tak boleh mengasuh mandi laut, bersaing bermain gama-gama. Alelo tua umurnya berjuta, kita usaha jauh ke dari malapetaka. Hei mama masilah, di bawah tiada bin salam. Oh, oh, benda-benda di dunia tak boleh tahan sampai bila-bila. Saya belum habis lagi. Sorry, saya belum habis lagi. Sambung sikit itu. Di bumiku kini, di bumiku kini, di bumiku kini. Terima kasih.
Always the best. Terima kasih yang berbahagia Datuk Zainal Abidin. Nah itu dia karya agung Malah Hijau dan juga lagu tema Amanah Kelestarian buat Bumi Malaysia. Thank you once again.
That's right. What a great start to this momentous occasion. A timeless anthem that captures our green aspirations. And may the Proton EMas-7 be the starting point to further transform the hearts and minds of fellow Malaysians towards a greener and more sustainable future. Now, speaking of transformation, it is our pleasure to welcome on stage the chairman of Proton, whose dedication and leadership continue to drive Proton towards a global automotive powerhouse. Let's put our hands together and welcome on stage Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Syed Faizal Alba to share with us a few words.
Thank you, Nas and Julie, and our resident Ustaz Haji Zul just now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Dengarlah kemalah hati, tidurlah permaisuri. Di manakan ku cari ganti negara permai Malaysia Madani. Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, we are truly overjoyed and grateful by your presence today. In fact, before we start or proceed further, we should recognize that Yang Berhormat's first government position was that of Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports in 1983. And that was the same year Proton was born. And now, some 41 years later, similar to Yang Berhormat's political journey, perhaps, Proton's turbulent passage is now entering cruise control, similar yet again to the Prime Minister now, who is now officiating our brand new car for Proton. Never could we imagine offering the most advanced technology product with full electrification, artificial intelligence, internet connectivity, all in one. And never could we imagine Yang Maha Berhormat is here again to honor us. For that, sir, one rangkap pantun for you. Menghembus tepung mencari benang, telah terbina kota terbilang. Datuk Seri Anwar, budimu dikenang, selagi ada bulan dan bintang. Yang Maha Berhormat, please allow me to acknowledge people who are here today who are important to us for us to give thanks. Yang Maha Berhormat Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof, Deputy Prime Minister, thank you for coming, and I hope that you will appreciate our effort in making the environment better. Yang Berhormat Mulia Tengku Datuk Seri Utama Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz, Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry, your counsel and push for us to do more and more, sometimes painful, but it's truly appreciated. Yang Berhormat Tuan Anthony Loke, Minister of Transport, we are honored by your presence as always. Yang Berhormat Nik Nazmi Nik Ahmad, Minister of Natural Resources, Environmental Sustainability, thank you for coming. Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Samsul Azri Abu Bakar, Chief Secretary to the Government, thank you for being one of the first to confirm the attendance to this event, and thank you for coming. Also, Yang Berhormat Liu Chin Tong, Deputy Minister of MITEC is here, thank you, sir. Our important partner, Geely, represented by Mr. Jerry Gunn, CEO of Geely Auto Group, thank you for your trust and strong relationship thus far. We look forward to more successful years ahead. Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, Chairman of DRB HiCom, thank you for the wise counsel and leadership, constantly pushing us beyond our boundaries. Yang Bahagia KSUs, TKSUs, SUBs from various ministries, MOF, MITI, MIDA, MARI, MAA, Custom, you all have made a significant difference to us. We thank you very, very much. Your Excellencies, Ambassadors, senior leaders of Geely Group, Proton, Pronet, DRB HiCom and board members, thank you for being here and to witness our own history in the making. The CEO of Proton, Dr. Lee Chun Rong, your leadership has made a difference and brought success to Proton thus far. Thank you very much. Mr. Roslan Abdullah, Deputy CEO of Proton. Mr. Roslan Abdullah, Deputy CEO of Proton, thank you for the crucial role in balancing everything and in making Proton better and better. To all employees of Proton and to also to our local engineers in China, there is a magical feeling in the air, and today must be the day that we will remember all our efforts, sweat, and hard work. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Perusahaan Otomobil Nasional Sendirian Berhad is the long name. Short name is, of course, Proton. And the word Proton is actually Greek for first. And also, scientifically, it included the definition of an electric charge. So how ironic the word first and the word electric is defined in the meaning of Proton, and how befitting that EMas-7 will be the first ever Malaysia's electric car to be launched by Proton. And it's also amazing how we've come a full circle as a country and Proton as a company. Back then, Malaysia was predominantly an agrarian economy. Many people doubted the ability of us trying to produce cars. Back then also, life was less of a hassle, not much traffic, no social media to harass you. Perhaps sports like football and badminton were the glue that binds families together. So when the first Proton saga was rolled out in 1985, it shook the core of the nation, and that became a landmark period to stamp the country has arrived as an industrialized nation. So ladies and gentlemen, on average, a car has 20,000 parts and components. And because of this, many more businesses can be created to localize production of components. The economic spin-offs also included the creation of Eon as a national distributor, Eon Bank, body stamping businesses, car seat makers, plastic components, dashboards, radio, and air conditioners, to name a few. Even hire purchase and car auto insurance products also started to register higher volume. So Proton was a catalyst to the industry, and it is still today. And just to put on record, the first time Yang Amat Berhormat graced a Proton event was the launch of Proton Wira back in 1994 as the Deputy Prime Minister then. But this launch is different because Proton has grown up to be a big boy. Now with our latest ASEAN ranking at number 4, it is our hope that Yang Amat Berhormat, also the new chair of ASEAN, will be proud of us in the journey we are about to take. Just some updates, Yang Amat Datuk Seri, since the last time you officiated the launch of X90 in May last year, we have been very busy. For example, Proton launched the Smart brand, which is a full EV car, and Smart is a 50% owned by Geely and 50% by Mercedes-Benz. Then Proton launched another model, Proton's sedan S70, and was awarded a Sedan Car of the Year 2023. Also, Proton, DRB HiCom and Geely organized a global investors conference on AHTV, or Automotive High Tech Valley in Tanjung Malim. Around 200 global investors attended, where it also included briefings by Maida and Mari, and MITEC Minister also attended too. And also to equip ourselves to this journey today with an EV knowledge, Proton actually opened a new R&D center in Hangzhou Bay, China, where we have now a total of 60 local engineers to be responsible for the EMas range for the future, including this EMas-7. And because Proton cars come with robust AI features, Proton opened up a digital experience center at Quill Mall in Kuala Lumpur to enable the public to experience the more modern features. And the most recent activity, of course, was the launch of assembly plant in Egypt, which Yang Amat Datuk Seri was most gracious to officiate together with the Deputy Prime Minister of Egypt. So we have been busy, and we will continue to be very busy. Ladies and gentlemen, global auto sales reached 92 million cars last year, and 1/3 of this is in China alone. Hence, we are glad that our partner is a global OEM from China. Geely, as our strategic partner, has provided us with the impetus needed to bring us yet to another level, not only here in Malaysia, but also in the export markets. So now, just a bit about the car. The new EV car comes with all the usual bells and whistles, with a modern feel inside and out. And talking about AI, amongst others, we already have the feature, as we know, of a voice command, where it will obey your every instruction. Now, some say it's a reverse experience when talking to our spouses, but that is just some say, not me. In fact, we're challenging ourselves. We now want to do a Bahasa Melayu version of the voice command. But the most important feature of this car is, of course, YB Nik Nazmi's favorite subject, that is fully green, zero carbon emission. therefore contributing to the nation's net zero target. So, in the run-up to the launch, we want to take this opportunity to thank our vendors and dealers for supporting us and to ensure that the rollout of this car will be a success. But most importantly, our journey would not have been possible without the support from the government and personal support from Yang Amat Datuk Seri. My final comments is to say that there's no secret that over the years, the situation at Proton has been challenging. Despite the blustery winds and people writing us off, Proton never lost that fighting spirit. So today is a tribute to all employees of Proton. Today is the day where history will be written with us launching a totally new technology. So Proton, it is mandatory upon us to succeed. It is incumbent upon us to make Malaysia proud. The future is ours, not to predict, but to create. Proton adalah kebanggaan bangsa, kabar gembira, sejarah duka. Terlinang juga air mata untuk meraih kejayaan berharga. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih yang berbahagia Tan Sri. Biar putih tulang, jangan putih mata. Thank you for your inspiring words and your dedication in driving Proton's vision for a sustainable Malaysian future.
And now it is our absolute pleasure to welcome our partner from Geely to the stage. Please join us in welcoming Mr. Jerry Gunn, the Chief Executive Officer of Geely Auto Group, to share with us a few words. Jerry.
尊敬的马来西亚首相拿督斯里安华，尊敬的副首相拿督斯里法迪拉，尊敬的贸工部部长东姑扎夫鲁，尊敬的交通部部长陆兆福，尊敬的天然资源及环境部部长聂纳兹米，以及各政府要员，以及 DRB 开康集团董事长丹斯里旺祖基菲里，宝腾控股董事长丹斯里塞法伊萨，各位合作伙伴、媒体朋友们，大家下午好。非常荣幸与各位一同见证宝腾 EMas-7的上市发布。首先我要向马来西亚政府和 DRB 开康集团表示最诚挚的感谢。在政府的大力支持下，以及合作伙伴 DRB 开康的精诚合作下，今天我们共同迎来了宝腾汽车重要的历史时刻。我相信，马来西亚首款国产纯电动汽车 EMas-7 的上市，将会成为马来西亚汽车产业新能源转型的里程碑的事件。宝腾汽车是马来西亚的国宝级汽车品牌，是马来西亚工业精神的象征。吉利很荣幸参与了宝腾品牌的转型与重塑。在过去的7年时间里，双方在技术、产品、制造、采购等全产业链实现了深度的变革和融合，共同打造了宝腾的 X70、X50、X90、S70等多款热销产品，使宝腾品牌连续5年销量和市占率在马来西亚市场排名第2。在保持了品牌的独立性 和历史的传承的同时，也实现了品牌的复兴。我们一起创造了中马两国优秀企业务实的合作、优势互补、互利共赢的新典范。共赢发展不是号口号，是要靠实实在在的行动。今年4月份，宝腾汽车在中国杭州湾成立了第1个海外研发中心，这意味着双方在研发体系内得到了进一步的融合，也极大地提升了宝腾研发和技术创新能力的提升。EMas-7的诞生，就是宝腾和吉利深入技术合作的最新成果。在开发的过程中双方的研发人员很努力、很拼搏，也投入了超过70万小时。本土化整车耐久试验超过了10万公里，确保了EMas-7不仅融合了吉利最先进的新能源和智能化技术，比如在 IGBT， 我们综合效率达到了全球最高的90.04%的驱动电区，行业安全系数最高的神盾短刀电池和以智能手机操作系统为基础开发出来的人车交互最为顺畅的 Flyme Auto 的车机操作系统，以及等等其他的新技术。同时，EMas-7的市场的表现也是充分的体现了宝腾对本地市场的深刻理解。我相信EMas-7会是马来西亚同级别当中最好的纯电车，为马来西亚用户创造更加美好的出行生活。宝腾是吉利亲密的合作伙伴，是相互尊重、彼此信任、共进共赢的命运共同体。从去年4月份以来，吉利控股集团与 DRB Hicon 集团不断的深化合作，共同推进 AHTV 项目的建设。在安华首相的亲自关心和领导下， AHTV 项目进展卓有成效。今年9月，宝腾埃及 CKD 项目已正式启动，开启了宝腾出口的新篇章。我们首批200台 X50出口越南，迈出了把马来西亚打造成区域出口基地的坚实的第一步。宝腾全面研发，吉利倾力支持的 AMA 整车平台开发也已全部启动。未来吉利将一如既往的以新技术、新产品和新商业模式助力宝腾复兴，推动宝腾的新能源转型。吉利也将全力支持 AHTV 项目的进展，促进马来西亚新能源汽车产业加速转型升级，共同打造东盟新能源和新技术研发制造高地。最后我们要再次感谢安华首相及马来西亚各级政府领导对我们的信任与支持，感谢合作伙伴 DRB Hicon 以及所有为EMas-7项目付出努力的团队成员，谢谢你们！只有你们的努力，我们才有今天的表现。谢谢。
谢谢你 ，Thank you, Mr. Jerry Gunn, for your inspiring words.
预祝EMas-7大卖，让我们携手共进，共创辉煌。谢谢大家。Terima kasih.
Thank you, Mr. Jerry Gunn, dan juga dengan ucapan terima kasih daripada beliau. Thank you for your inspiring words and for your unwavering support. Dan apa yang kita dapat fahami daripada ucapan Encik Jerry Gunn sebentar tadi, ternyata menghasilkan EV pertama di Malaysia bukan sahaja memerlukan R&D yang meluas, tapi pelbagai ujian yang mengambil masa berjam-jam Juli dan mengerangkumi beribu kilometer. Tetapi dalam mengejar impian, kejituan, keselamatan, kemampanan dan daya kelasakan yang tinggi tetap merupakan penanda aras yang tidak boleh dan tidak akan dikompromi oleh pihak Proton.
That is absolutely right, Naz. Prior to today's launch, the EMas-7 was subjected to rigorous testing, traveling across Malaysia over 4,000 kilometers, stopping in every state to not only introduce the EMas-7 to our Malaysian audience, but to also educate the public on the importance of sustainable mobility. And now we'd like to draw your attention to the screen in front of you for a video of the technology and the heart and soul that makes this a true masterpiece. Enjoy.
Para hadirin sekalian, dalam kita berdaya saing di pasaran dunia, we pass the baton to the next generation, tetapi iltizam Proton untuk tetap setia kepada identiti negara tidak akan dilupakan.
That's right, we draw inspiration from the past to forge a better, cleaner tomorrow. And personally, I love the use of the guli, which is an unmistakable identity that I believe all Malaysians can resonate with growing up, along with a traditional inspired soundtrack to introduce the EMas-7 to the world, a beautiful blend of tradition and modernity.
Bergetar jiwa bila kita dengar rebana di sana. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment draws near. So please do join us in applause to welcome the Right Honourable Prime Minister of Malaysia to deliver his keynote address and to officially launch the new Proton EMas-7. Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim.
The Beatles. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulihil karim. Saudara Timbalan Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof, rakan-rakan menteri-menteri, KSN, Tan Sri Syamsul Azri, Saudara Tan Sri Wan Zul dan juga Tan Sri siapa lagi ya? Ini semualah keluarga Proton ni. Yang ramai dan jaringan Chief CEO Geely Auto Group. Hari ini memang satu detik sejarah yang penting. Jadi saya ingin memulakan dengan menyatakan setinggi-tinggi kesyukuran kepada Allah SWT kerana kita sebenarnya mencatat satu sejarah gemilang, mengangkat bukan saja martabat dan imej Proton yang kerjasama Geely, tapi imej negara dan keupayaan negara dan keupayaan profesional dan pekerja rakyat Malaysia. Jadi saya ucap tahniah. Seperti mana pernah saya singgung dulu dan dalam kesempatan yang awal, saya telah menyatakan bahawa Proton ini punya sejarah yang gemilang. Dia diasaskan semasa Tun Dr. Mahathir menjadi Perdana Menteri. Ada pasang naik, ada pasang surut yang mencabar. Dan pengajaran yang kita perolehi, terutama generasi kini, ialah bahawa kita harus berkukuh pengurusannya. Dan sementara tanggungjawab kerajaan untuk memberikan segala kerjasama dan bantuan, kita tidak harus campur dalam urusan pengurusan, supaya bebaskan mereka dengan pendidikan, dengan keupayaan, dengan latihan, dan menjamin supaya pengurusan dan tata kelola itu di tahap yang lebih baik. Dan ini yang kita lakukan dan sekarang kita saksikan suatu kejayaan yang lebih meyakinkan. Beberapa bulan yang lalu saya di Kahira dengan kerjasama Presiden Abdul Fattah Sisi telah memberikan laluan dan kerjasama dan dukungan meletakkan asas pengeluaran Proton dan pengedaran Proton untuk Mesir dan negara Afrika Utara khususnya. Dan hari ini kebetulan di Hanjung, Premier Li Qiang negara China mengunjungi kilang Geely untuk menyatakan juga tentunya kerjasama kerajaan China atau usaha industri Geely. Dan saya di sini untuk memberikan bukan saja kesempatan meluncurkan EMas-7 model EV, tetapi memberikan satu sokongan yang kuat. Contohnya ataupun alasannya ialah untuk ASEAN tahun depan, EMas-7 adalah kenderaan rasmi kita. Now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we want and hope to set an example in this region, not only promoting our capacity to produce a car, but also development of EV, a direct, visible extension of our net zero commitment. Now, to ensure this is a reliable EV for the Rakyat, Proton has toured the country to bring the car to people in all states before the launch today. So I must commend the Proton family for taking this initiative and learning from the experience in the past and aggressively promote not only a modern, sophisticated car, but also an environmentally friendly car. In the near future, I'm also happy to see that this car will be built in Malaysia, in Tanjung Malim, uplifting Malaysian vendors through the transfer of new technologies and skills associated with EVs. Now, as a national car producer, Proton should leverage on the role in the local automotive industry and this EV project. The National Automotive Policy 2020 should be a reference by Proton in producing this model later in the country. It is incumbent, therefore, on companies that operate in our automotive industry not just to sell vehicles, but also to provide opportunities for investment and employment via the setting up of a holistic ecosystem. The duty of the government, for example, not only advise or industry-friendly policies and incentives, of course, that would benefit both the country and the industry, but more so to ensure that we do provide the adequate infrastructure, which means airports, ports, highways, and then that's the ecosystem. But your challenge and our challenge too is the supply side. We must ensure that it is, you have the capacity and a clear policy to encourage local production and support the local industries, the local vendors, including the Bumiputras. Now, today more than 75% of the energy consumed in Asia comes from hydrocarbons, and demand is projected to double by 2030. Now, we must balance demand with security, affordability, and sustainability. Under the Responsible Transition Initiative, Malaysia enhances its competitiveness by reducing our fossil fuel dependencies and nurture growth in green mobility, renewable energy, and energy storage solutions. Our projections indicate this could yield investment opportunities as high as 1.3 trillion ringgit by 2050, and additional contribution of 220 billion ringgit to the Malaysian GDP and generate, inshallah, over 300,000 job opportunities. Now, on the automotive front, we have the low carbon mobility blueprint to reduce emissions from the transportation sector, which currently ranks as the second largest CO2 emitter, and our framework includes 4 key areas of focus. The launch of Proton's first SUV EV today is extremely timely, and it will be a catalyst that moves us into the next era of low carbon mobility. It is the government's wish for Proton and its strategic partner, Geely, to continue to lead the development of Malaysia's automotive competencies and ecosystem. I am confident that with the development of Automotive High-Tech Valley in Tanjung Malim, more local vendors will be involved with the production not only of Proton cars, but also for other brands. This would be a shining example of the networking opportunities and economic cooperation that has existed between Malaysia and China for over 50 years. And I commend both parties for their creativity and diligence to make this partnership a success. May I add that in most of my meetings with President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Qiang, Geely Proton will possibly come up, which shows the commitment of both China and Malaysia to ensure that this arrangement succeed, and it is in our interest too that we'll do what is necessary to make sure that this venture succeed. Now, the DRB HiCom and Geely partnership, which involved also the commitment of these two very friendly relations between China and Malaysia, is an example that proves Malaysia is an independent trading nation with a high-tech economy providing high-value goods for the region and the rest of the world. Now, moving forward, we intend to, for this partnership to further support our economy and our people. I, therefore, would like to reiterate what I have said oftentimes, that this must be treated as a major challenge for us. Proton and Geely, thank you for your hard work to make the nation's EV ambitions a reality, but it is just a beginning. And I, therefore, need to express my profound appreciation not only to the companies, but to the professionals and our Malaysian workers who has been there, committed to ensure the success. Jadi dengan itu saya sekali lagi nyatakan penghargaan saya dan kebanggaan saya. Ini hari istimewa. Dia EMas-7 ini bukan saja kenderaan, tetapi dia memenuhi salah satu daripada tunjang ekonomi madani dari sudut EV dan keupayaan kita untuk menjana perubahan, meninggalkan carbon industri lama kepada yang baru. It is therefore my honor to officially launch the first SUV EV with Proton's brand, the Proton EMas-7. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri dan dipersilakan untuk terus berada di pentas.
That's right. We'd like to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri to please make your way over to the other end of this beautiful long stage, over to the launch ball for the official launch of the new EMas-7.
Joined by our VIPs as well. We'd like to also invite the CEO and Deputy CEO of Proton to join this VIP entourage as we proceed to the launch pad.
That's right. Photographers, media friends, please take your position. Mind your steps as well. Do take note of the videographer and the barricades as well, as we're about to witness history in the making. We would like to seek the kind assistance of Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri on the count of 3, and we're going to do this all together with our fellow Malaysians here. On the count of 3, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri, if you could kindly please place your palm on the launch ball.
Yes, inilah dia guli yang terbesar dihasilkan Malaysia Book of Records. Baiklah, Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri dipersilakan untuk meletakkan tapak tangan. Kita kira bersama-sama. Bersedia? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the intelligence that electrifies. Inilah dia kecerdasan yang bersedia memacu proton ke alam baru. This is the Proton EMas-7.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia's very first electric vehicle. And to commemorate this session, of course, we'd like to invite Yang Berhormat, Datuk Seri, to please enjoy and be amongst the first to view this car up close and personal right after a photo opportunity. Photographers in your position, let us commemorate this wonderful occasion with a quick photo op before we invite Yang Berhormat to explore and experience this brand new EV, the EMas-7.
Inilah dia peluang untuk rakan-rakan media kita. We would like to invite Yang Berhormat Prime Minister and our honourable cabinet ministers as well, and the rest of our VIPs center stage for the official media photography session. Sekali lagi dipersilakan rakan-rakan media kita berada di depan. Mungkin kita ambil gambar yang pertama, gambar yang formal. Dan selepas ini apa kata kita berikan thumbs up. Dipersilakan.
Oh, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri is already very excited to explore inside. Of course, Datuk Seri, the stage is yours. The stage is yours. Feel free to explore the star of the day. There we go, the EMas-7. I'm sure all of us are also very excited to come forward, and all of you will have your chance in just a bit.
Rakan-rakan media kita bersiap siaga ya. Sementara itu kita berikan peluang untuk Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri kita. Inilah dia acara kemuncak dan saya rasa mungkin memberikan rasa nostalgia buat dirinya ya. Inilah dia Malaysia melangkah ke arah baru dengan Proton EMas-7. EMas-7 is our foray into the global EV market, and of course is a source of pride for all Malaysians.
That's right, this is a vision of our future, and if this is Proton's first EV, I must say I'm very excited to see what the future holds for the future lineup of EV vehicles to hail from this amazing brand. But for now, 5 stunning shades before us. Nas, I think the pink looked excellent with your outfit.
Real men wear pink, that's for sure. Julie, I'm more than happy to take you up on it. That's for sure. As our Prime Minister takes a look at the interior as well, the spaciousness, especially impressive is the 51-litre boot space. My goodness, for us Malaysians who like to pack the kitchen sink when we're on the go, inilah dia suatu EV yang pastinya memberi keseronokan seisi keluarga.
That's right, and perfect for the holiday season just around the corner. School holidays about to begin as well. This is your perfect accompaniment for Cuti-Cuti Malaysia. It's done 4,000 km across Malaysia, stopping at every state. So I believe if you want to balik kampung, it wouldn't be a problem at all.
Absolutely, jelajah Proton EMas-7 kita di seluruh negara kita untuk memberikan sedikit pendedahan dan juga collect data dikatakan. Sekali lagi, selepas visit kita di sini, kita ingin menjemput Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri kita bersama dengan div-div kehormat kita yang lain untuk mengambil gambar sambil kita menongkat angkasa. 2 thumbs up, dan juga kita ada 2 special edition kita pada hari ini. Dipersilakan, sukacita dan syukur kami umumkan sumbangan berjumlah RM1 juta kepada tabung bantuan bencana negara daripada pihak Jili bagi membantu mangsa banjir yang terkesan serta menyokong usaha-usaha pemulihan di kawasan yang terlibat.
That's right, we'd like to invite Mr. Cherry Khan, CEO of Geely Auto Group, to present this check to our Honourable Prime Minister. This contribution will truly support the efforts to rebuild affected communities by the recent floods. Well done to Geely. Next, we would like to announce the signing of 2 MOUs earlier today between MIDA and Murray with DRB Highcom and Geely.
We invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Sheikh Samsul Ibrahim, CEO of MIDA, and Encik Azrul Reza Aziz, CEO of Murray, on stage for the photo opportunity. Meanwhile, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Syed Faisal Alba, Group Managing Director, of course representing DRB Highcom, and Mr. Jerry Khan will be representing Geely Auto Group on stage.
That's right, these MOUs will focus on the AHTV project to drive innovation and enhance competitiveness in Malaysia's automotive sector, and support cutting-edge research programs and talent development to solidify Malaysia's position as an automotive hub.
Baik, dipersilakan rakan-rakan media kita. Inilah dia acara MOU signing kita. Sekali lagi, tahniah, tepukan untuk semua pemegang taruh kita.
Thank you very much once again to Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri for your kind presence here today and obliging us in officiating the launch for today. And if you could kindly request Yang Pak Datuk Seri, we could have a photo together with all of our guests. Please rise.
And of course, our photographers to please take the stage upstairs, ya. That's the nature of a Wi-Fi. Jadi kepada rakan-rakan media kita yang ingin mengambil atau merakamkan gambar ini, official photographers as well, we give you space on stage. And let's have full house lights on. Let's squeeze towards the center. Apa kata kita semua menaikkan satu tangan syabas kepada Malaysia, kepada Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri. Let's give a thumbs up. Congratulations to Proton and Chile together as we launch the brand new EMas-7 intelligence that electric.
Datuk Seri. Datuk Seri. Belakang. Datuk Seri. Datuk Seri. Datuk Seri jangan buat. Alah, Datuk tak nak. Dia nak macam tu pula tu. Sini tu pegang. Okey dah, bye-bye. Masuk balik. Makan. Masuk macam tak ada. Dia pula game pula tentu. Tak ada kan? Sampai.